go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Who
Hey.
and Corey.si.
Hello, hello.
On this week's episode, we are going to catch up with some news, some happenings, some G2Gs that people have gone to and partook in, some crowning achievements that were accomplished in this very garage, and, you know, whatever else we got going on. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for listening. If you are not familiar with us, you can support this show by going to our website, revivalmotoring.com, for two reasons. One, there's currently a pre-order up for a Donut Slayer t-shirt in a particular, let's call it colorway, that you can snag now and receive later. That would be a big help to us. Go do that. And then if you want to just, you know, feel free to donate. We have a system called Bucks for the Boys. Bucks for the Boys is how we keep things rolling. The lights are still on this week. That's a positive. Go to that website, B4B, sign up, sustainable donation. You're automatically going to be entered to win some stuff. And we have some really cool stuff coming up that I'm working on. Two very big projects, some of our biggest endeavors, if you will. And B4B is probably going to be the first to hear about that sort of stuff. So, you know, help us out. Sign up on that. Help us help you. Help me help you for just $2 a month. You can do that. So, with that said, we can get right into...
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Callbacks. A lot of haps in the chat tonight.
A lot going on in the chat tonight. Don't forget about that. Check us out on the chat, 7 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube and Wednesdays.
Yep.
I got a little callback here.
Please.
The last donut meet, which we've already spoken about, but I was talking to Jordan, who informed me that he had gotten a new radio for the Miatata.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did he get rid of his boomstick thing?
No, boomstick's still there, buddy.
Okay,
He just got a new head unit.
Okay.
And it was a single DIN full screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Checked it out, looked cool. No, it doesn't motor up, just single DIN.
Whoa, that's really cool.
Yeah. Dude, so I was like, that's sick. There's the Power Acoustic CP71-W, if anyone's looking. CP71-W from Power Acoustic, who notably does not make nice stuff from what I've been told. But nonetheless, this is what I've been wanting forever.
But they're leading the charge in this
Leading
design.
the charge. There's Temu ones all over Amazon and crap. And Jordan's been running it for like a month or two. He said he loved it. So I was hanging out the other day. I was like, you know what? Let me order one of these things from the internet, right? So it's like 5:30 in the morning. I'm on the treadmill looking shit up. And I pull it up on the internet, on Google's, and it says I can pick one up today at Walmart.
That's sick.
For $140. So your boy gets ready for work, pops into Walmart on the way down. They got a couple in stock. Grab it for $140, $150 with tax. Call KD. What are you guys doing? You know?
As if they're not busy.
Got the special treatment from KD, who always hooks your boy up. And KD Designs Rhode Island, best car audio shop, best car shop in the game as far as I can tell.
I had parts of me tickled today by their subwoofer that they had over there.
Dude,
I didn't even know existed.
when KD Design gets inside you, it feels special.
Unforgettable.
Kyle, last name Designs. Yeah, pick that baby up. KD knocked it out, man. He and Donnie popped it in. Sweet little unit.
I didn't even know there was a 5.0 Bluetooth yet. I thought there was like...
Nah, this Power Acoustics on the next level, dude.
So that's what I was just looking at. Is that like, you know, 5G?
3.0.
Dude, they're out at 5. Only Power Acoustics at 5.0 right now.
Yeah.
So wireless Android Auto, you have to upgrade the unit. I buy it at Walmart. I'm like, all it says is CarPlay. I'm going to get screwed once again for being a poor person. And then got it, popped it in. Katie updated it for me. Dude, sick.
How do you update it?
You just download the file on the flash drive and plug it in.
Oh, so like a firmware update.
Yeah, firmware update. Dude, wireless, the fastest I've ever
Hold
seen.
on, listen to this. We were just in the pre-party talking about a Mini that cannot be updated to accept Android Auto. Yeah. Meanwhile, this Power Acoustic company that is probably made in some other third world country, has the ability to be updated with firmware for wireless Android Auto with an SD card, basically.
Dude, it's crazy. It literally connects faster than anything I've ever connected with. You can display directions on it. The layout's perfect, and it's absolutely perfect for cars with single DIN stereos.
Yeah.
The only thing I wish about it is it got a little brighter. I got that thing cranked. It's still fine.
Yeah.
But if it was like one of the big boys, it'd get a little bit brighter. But who gives a shit? And it sounds decent. It's got all the equalizers and shit on it. Shocked, and actually the stock interface that comes with it, pretty big, easy to hit. I don't know. I'm about it, man. Thanks, Jordan. That was a big shout. Huge shout to KD for popping that thing in. I was, you buy something like that, you're like, oh God, I hope I can get this thing in.
Yeah.
I don't have to do it myself because I'm going to ruin it. Jordan can't see with the sunglasses. But yeah, check it out. Power Acoustic CP71W. KD informs me that a lot of the big boys are probably coming out with these single DIN units soon, but shit, man, in an M Coupe or at a Z3, you're not fitting anything in there.
I was going to say.
With
Civic?
Android Auto, Civic, this would be...
I have to look at it because the Civic is single DIN, but it's also a single DIN that's recessed inside the dash.
It ain't going to work.
Yeah, see? That's
We can check it, but mine, they'd modify the cage to make it stay in, but it's a little bit bigger. Katie could probably make it sit flush with the plate or something.
It could probably sit just a little proud of the trim.
Yeah,
which would look fine.
Katie had to make it fit with some rings on it because the Z3 dash is really weird. But for my E28, all the old Beamers, this thing's perfect.
Yeah.
And I think Tim said the S2000 has been grabbing them like crazy. That's absolutely right.
There was a big boom of them for the S2000 guys.
Yeah, but they're there. I mean, I'm in Walmart, Cranston, Rhode Island. I mean, all the Walmarts around here had them. Tim also says it works with the steering wheel control. If you have a car with that kind of spaceship technology, it would work with that.
It's crazy. The S2000, same year as the M Coupe.
Ransom, Sony makes a double DIN face with a single DIN body. Yeah, I got 4 of them.
Pioneer.
In every car I own.
It just
well, no, it sits double DIN, but you can make it stick out. But it would block everything on the M Coupe.
Pioneer does a single DIN pop out, but it's not a huge screen. It's a little bit bigger than that one, so it's not super obtrusive. It won't cover all your controls or your dash vent.
Hold on, dog.
Yeah,
it's a single DIN motor out.
Yeah,
we're switching units.
The price point is exponentially different.
Oh, is that the one that's Pioneer's super crazy line?
I don't know. But the screen size, my thing is with some of the other pop-outs, it would cover all
sorts of stuff.
Everything. It would cover the vents, it would cover the heated controls, everything. This one is a little bit taller than that. So it's almost like a 1.5.
I've been dying for a setup like this.
Yeah, Jordan's right. It's $700.
That's when Jordan sent it to me, showed it to me, I was like, holy shit.
Here's the deal, Jordan. Brilliant. I will buy you that head unit. You trade me the TEs that you're selling currently. And let's call it even.
There we go.
Done.
We call it even.
Deal made.
Yeah. I think it's a great deal. I think everyone will be happy at the end of this deal.
Should hop on that.
Oh, the Pioneer's like a DIN. Oh, no, it's a motor out.
Yeah.
Oh, what would that block in that car? Probably nothing.
On that car, I don't know. But on the Honda, it would block the heat
controls.
I
can't believe they actually made it. I don't know if I want a motor out, though.
Yeah, it's not a single DIN, but it's also not a huge screen.
Yeah, the single DIN is just the look of the narrow, the shorty is cool as shit.
Yeah, it is.
I really like it.
Also, eat your heart out to all the P car guys.
Yeah.
Remember that Porsche put out the single DIN?
Yeah.
And it had the screen that was the size of a postage stamp.
Yeah.
That could run Android Auto.
Yeah, and they were all paying $1,400 for
so much money.
Yeah, the
meanwhile, this thing's $140, dude.
At Walmart, yes, it has an integrated mic as well. So, yeah, dude, for $140. Yeah. I mean, I told Katie if Sony puts one out, I'll buy it.
Yeah,
because I really like the Sony stuff. But $140, I run this forever.
Yeah,
I might put it in I might put it in some of the other stuff too. So, anyways,
nice in the GTR.
Yeah, it looks sick in the GTR. Yeah, although really GTR, we're gonna go Sony. I think they're signing on to the project. But big shout out to
us and Sony really twisting the snakes.
Yeah, dude. Yes,
Love
Sony's got some. We got some real big stuff going on with Sony. Yeah, but big shout out to Jordan. Big shout out to Katie, who always takes care of me, and Jordan, who takes care of me sometimes. It's not easy being part of Night Style,
It's true. It's true. A lot of happenings over
afternoon
there.
fashions.
Nani's favorite drift team.
Grandma Ma's.
Josh, what's up with this? A little adapter on that camera behind us that we're not currently using, and it's got my middle name stamped on it. Small rig.
Let's see.
What does that do over there?
Where is it?
This camera here.
What's it say?
Oh, that's a cage. That's a cage around that camera.
It's called small rig.
I use a lot of
small
small rig parts around here. Use them at home too.
You got to feel good about yourself when you're out there.
Small rig, some of the best in the business.
Let's see.
It's not the size,
I
dude.
got shouts to Trevor Root.
Big shouts to Trevor Root
He has landed in Missouri.
Missouri.
out there in St. Louis.
Yeah,
Oh, is he in the Lou?
for Formula Drift. So we wish him
Seamus as well. He's out there too.
That's
Seamus
true.
is in the
Yeah.
Lou as well.
Yeah.
we wish both of them the best of luck, and bring home that gold, baby.
Yeah. Come home on your with your shield
Shoulders.
on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got this, Daddy.
Yeah. Also, shouts to Trevor Root for coming to the donut meet.
big
Shout out
shouts
to Trevor Root. Whole family's here. Trevor's just a fucking.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a hometown hero. He's a salt of the earth, regular people, brick by brick kind of guy.
Yep.
And you love to see that.
I can't wait to have him back in so we can talk about this season
I can't wait to talk about the season as well.
overall.
The season of sadness.
Speak for yourself.
I got another one. Another one. Here's one that I saw Fuzzy in the chat, and I think Fuzzy's probably conked out for the night now. It's been 3 minutes since he's posted.
Yeah.
But anyways, if any of you fools were listening to the last podcast, I said it's 7-Eleven on Thursday. Meet up in the Revival parking lot at 8:30. And let's make this happen. I got 2 text messages, one from Big Ian, Revival Security, and one from Kinder. Hey, we're going to meet up over there. So I was like, sick. Whatever. I forgot where I was. Maybe my parents' house having dinner. I rushed back here. I rushed back to my house, got my beat, drove it halfway back to my parents' house, which is here. What are you doing over there? Corey's doing something.
Oh, we were given a sticker.
You're going to stick everyone stand up. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, I drove over here to find Corey working on his car.
Yep.
Ian and Fuzzy, my childhood friend, Fuzzy Badfeet, was a big Volkswagen guy. I mean, still is. Who knows? Fuzzy's the best. Also the worst.
Fuzzy bad feet. I don't.
Fuzzy Badfeet, yeah.
Fuzzy
It's from a
knows
P.
that.
Diddy video.
Okay.
And then
Whoops. Whoa, wait. Whoa.
And then the stairs, Thomas on the stairs was recording. Corey was here. I came in and Corey told me he previously told the listener, nobody's coming. My bad because I didn't tell Corey I was coming.
No.
So yeah,
Which I proceeded to tell multiple people, I'm definitely not going. I don't know who's going. Maybe you should reach out to Chuck.
yeah, nobody did. Except for the guy that Corey then told me I was going. And then he sent me a text message before I left that said, let me save you the drive. It's crazy here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I didn't see that. Then I saw it and I was just, fuck it, let's go. So Fuzzy gets in the car with me, which was great. It's not like Ian was driving a giant, comfortable car. So Fuzzy and I
on one of the hottest days.
reliving our childhood, top down. First thing he says, why does this thing smell like mouse shit? I'm like, fuck me. Fuzzy's, if nothing, he's truthful. He's definitely passed out.
Jesus, he hasn't lost his sense of smell, that's for sure.
Yeah, still got it. And we proceed to drive down to, which I didn't know how far away it was, the nicest 7-Eleven on the planet Earth, I think, at this
It's
point.
unbelievable. That's got to be like a, what do you think, a hero store? It's got to be
It's
like
a hero store. Unfortunately, it is in Pawtucket, which is my favorite town, but notably the worst town.
Also known as the Bucket.
The Bucket. So we drive down to the nicest 7-Eleven on the planet. We're pulling up, and I see police lights in the street. And I'm like, oh, shit, this is crazy.
I mean, that's exactly what happened last
We
year,
drive
right?
by.
Yeah.
There's just like people in the street, people walking around, cars fucking everywhere. I'm like, yo, Fuzzy, we're aborting this mission, you know? So we pull into the next neighborhood. Ian rolls up on the side of us. We pull in a neighborhood like a couple blocks down. There are modified cars parked all over the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Dear, wild.
So
It was like real life Fast and Furious when Josh and I went last year.
and we're like, let's loop around.
Yeah.
Because we can leave, but it'll put us out in front of the 7-Eleven. We come around, we're near the 7-Eleven. Kinder comes up on a bike. So we're like, all right, let's see what we can. And there were 2 spots literally in front of the store open.
Yep.
So we went around the police car that was kind of blocking the entrance, backed in. I got a picture. It's on my Instagram.
Yep.
But Corey and Josh's description last year was so goddamn on point. It's like guys doing burnouts. The guy with the G35 with the V8 in it.
Yeah.
Fucking one of the best guys ever, I guess. He's doing burnouts.
They're chugging along. Oh my God, that's
Dude,
wild.
The police are just like in waves throwing people out. Like the pumps are full. No one's parking in front of the store. So I went in and grabbed something. So I'm not going to park in someone's parking lot. Not like I grabbed a fucking
Support the
Poland
business.
spring water, dude.
yeah.
So yeah,
They were giving away Slurpees.
but
still,
it was
right?
insane. They were, but they were all out. Bathrooms strategically closed. There was a woman there flipping out on the cashier
Yeah.
for the car show, and she's like, "It's not my car show." Like she did that. That chick was super nice. Fucking, of course she didn't want to be there. She's getting paid $11 an hour to watch this shit unfold.
Yeah, and to deal with the fucking giant inevitable mess.
Inside of the store was incredibly clean. I don't know how.
That's wild.
I've gone into that one a bunch.
Yeah.
In the year span it's been open.
Yeah.
It's always clean.
Oh, as we back in, parked in front of the stores, freaking Alto Works Suzuki.
Yep.
And we met the boy Phil, who owns that, who's a local. Hilarious. He's got a snowmobile turbo on it running 15 pounds of boots with no detectable tune on it.
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
that baby's going to take a beating. He says he just replaces them all the time. But it was insane,
The
dude.
pistons or the turbo?
For now, the turbos. He says he keeps 4 on the shelf. They're $200 each. So it was, yeah, absolutely insane. We got some good pictures. And the police were throwing people out in waves.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, like after a couple of waves, like, let's get out of here. Like, I feel like an asshole. This place is crazy. And so we get in a car to start it up, and the cop comes up and he's like, I'd never throw out a Honda this cool looking. And I was like, oh, that's nice. He's like, what is this, an S200? We're like, yeah.
Was that his attempt at a joke?
I don't know, but it was perfect.
It was, yeah.
Phil told me later, like, that cop has a Miata and stuff, I guess. So
Okay.
maybe it was joking.
You should definitely get like an S200 badge. Like get an S2000
And just
badge.
cut it off.
Yeah.
Just break off the other
I'll-
0.
actually, yeah, who works for a Honda thing? Get me one of those.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just
a
go on
great
eBay.
idea.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so we were hanging out. Then we dipped and we came in hang out at the hung out at the parking lot. We saw Corey and we found out the story behind Fuzzy being an electrician, because obviously our boy Phil was also an electrician. I'm not even gonna make fun of Fuzzy. He's the best.
One took 7 months to complete school. One took 4 years.
Dude,
You figure it
said
out.
You said it. I love Fuzzy. It's a rite of passage. You have to go.
It's an experience.
I was ready to bail because
I was bummed I couldn't
I'm
go.
a bit of a grumpy old man sometimes, but
Yeah.
when I actually went there, it was so funny.
Yeah, again, truly, Corey put it the best. It's the closest you can get, short of going to like a New York
Dude,
City or LA
It was
drag
Fast
race.
and the Furious.
It was Fast and Furious.
It was
That's-
cars do it, Bert. People being just fucking idiots. Sell all the cops. Like, listen, I'm not a big fan of the police. I've made that clear. But these guys were like, these guys were putting up so much shit.
I was just saying,
Like, they could have slapped all these guys around and no one would have faulted them.
they're
Like, putting up with
just
a lot of
trying
shit.
to maintain the somewhat.
I get it. They have
Yeah.
to put up with a lot of shit. That doesn't. You don't have to like them to see that. It was like, god damn. And everybody that got thrown out, I realized later, was just parking in the neighborhood and walking back.
So when Josh and I went, the cop was like, every time he was like, just don't park at the pump. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just don't park at the pump.
No,
And people would
everybody
pull
was
up,
parking at the pump. 'cause They
He's
want
like,
the picture at the pump.
Get out.
Yeah.
And then, like, obviously, like, random Pawtucket people, and if you're from around here, you get it.
Yeah.
We're, like, showing up to buy, like,
Right. So,
dip and ciggies.
Yeah.
right.
And they were just so not amused. They couldn't find any
flabbergasted.
parts.
A gallon of milk, Pepto Bismol, and some Magnum.
In my picture, it was like one of the most clapped out avalanches in the world pulled up next to us. Who just, like, went in the bathroom and disappeared, so.
Yeah.
T's and P's for that guy. But, man, what a riot. What a stupid. It made me feel like I was a fucking teenager at some stupid roll-up meet again.
Right,
It
That's
was
exactly
so
how
funny.
I felt. Yeah.
It was so good last year to the point where like I'm glad I brought Travis so he could experience it.
Yeah, dude.
And
it's
next year
definitely
it's
good
like,
for
all
that.
right, Preston, you can go this time.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd bring something as. I don't know if you bring something crazy or weird. Nobody knew what the fuck it was. Because obviously, young car kids don't know anything.
Yeah.
Nobody. I could call. I had some Tuesday. Yo, that looks like a Power Wheels. Yeah, that's fair. The Power Wheels are faster.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It was.
It's crazy.
You seen a leprechaun say, "Yeah."
It's also the perfect 7-Eleven to have it at.
It really is.
It's in the. It's just Pawtucket is just like a just crazy town, and it's the 7-Eleven might be the nicest building. I own buildings in Pawtucket. 7-Eleven might be the nicest building in Pawtucket.
I thoroughly enjoy Pawtucket.
Yeah, so do I. But
that whole strip, Newport Ave.
if you're a
It's
random
really-
person
it's really
from
on the come up.
Massachusetts that didn't know about Pawtucket and came in, you'd be like, "Yo, we gotta get out of here."
Yeah.
Like, but the community's fucking unbelievable.
They're the best.
That whole Ave is on the come up.
The whole time I was like, I can't believe how dead on Corey was with the explanation of this fucking thing.
It's so good. Dude. So
yeah,
good.
if you gotta go next year, it's so funny. I do have a news flash, which is a segment I came up with.
One thing I found
Yeah.
interesting about 7-Eleven, they barely posted it.
They didn't post anything this year.
This year,
Yeah.
last year,
It was
like,
constant.
I think last year they were like, we gotta calm down.
That's like they can literally see their numbers dip because of the amount of Slurpee and shit they lost for
But
the day.
I read something about 7-Eleven that, everybody thinks 7-Eleven is Japanese, but it's an American chain that just has a big Japanese presence.
yeah.
However,
The Japanese brand just bought the American chain.
yeah,
And they're going to, this isn't your news story, is it?
No.
No. And there's a news flash. And they're going to start stocking it with Japanese snacks and like to-go prepared food.
Yeah.
So
It's-
7-Eleven's
Yo.
about to become a fucking mecca.
They got the
Lit.
fluffy pancakes.
Dude,
oh my god, I may never eat anything.
They're going to do
else.
like cold ramen bowls. They're
Yeah.
going to do all sorts of crazy shit. So
It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Nothing better would be the Japanese actually taking over 7-Eleven.
They're gonna They are going to just dismantle the current convenience store market.
Dude, well, they need it because right now 7-Eleven's getting
It's a battle
crushed by my
between
boys at Seasons.
Them and Neon right now.
And Neon,
Right,
Rhode
right.
Island, going hard. So if it had something, that's what they say. They want something to distinguish themselves.
Yeah.
And if they had Japanese snacks and stuff,
Yep.
no, everything's so expensive now. Nobody's gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
It's
right.
like $35 for a Poland Spring. You know what I
At
mean?
least, yeah, at least you're buying a snack in the convenience store. If it's weird, at least you feel better about paying more for it because you're like,
Yeah, dude.
well, this is cool. It's worth a try.
It'd just be so cool to have a nationwide chain of actual Japanese
Yeah.
convenience stores to sell Japanese stuff. Like, I see a lot of people getting addicted to yakisoba and like katsu. Certainly me, dude. If you
Yeah.
get to-go katsu,
Oh my God.
that's it. I'm dead.
Katsudon. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Hit me.
Yeah, crack an egg. You got a guy behind the back. He's just got a bucket full of warm eggs. crack her on there.
It's a 7-Eleven 5-gallon pail.
Oh, Matt Wood. Bucky's going to bend the knee to 7-Eleven. Woo! That's a challenge.
You
Pop
gotta
up.
someone's gonna set up their merch game.
I got to try this light roast.
Water.
We get the old Revival Motoring light roast.
It's blonde roast.
water.
Yeah,
this-
hot start.
It's.
Hot start. Yeah.
I did have a callback. So this comes from Poppy Pinpun,
Poppy Pin Pun.
also known as Stinky MX5.
Oh, that's the homie out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, I'm going to Vegas in a week. Holla at me.
Callback to episode 312. About
312.
10 minutes into when you guys were talking about the Teslas being able to capture color of cars to talk to each other, and Josh had brought up all cars having specific MAC addresses, etc. Airplanes are slowly being required to have something similar, but for an entirely different reason. It's called ADS-B, and basically they are slowly requiring all airplanes, most personally owned small planes don't have it, but all commercial jets have for a long time, to have this device that basically tracks your heading, attitude, vertical speed, and altitude, and will decode it and make it easy for someone on the ground to read. Take the app Flight Radar 24, for example. If you look on the map, you can see most planes flying above you and around you because of this device. It's required for traffic avoidances and to help ATC as well. But a cool side effect we got was being able to see what tail number and what planes are flying at any given point. It told me this message was too long, so this is part 2. But any given point, as long as 1, the device is installed, and 2, it's on. If you have an ADS-B IN receiver, you can also see traffic in real time on a G1000 equipped airplane and what altitude heading they are at. Maybe something similar will happen to cars eventually.
Damn.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Well, there we go.
Dude, the heat's on like 85 degrees in here, right?
No, it's set super low,
All right.
but it just
Warren, if you're listening, buddy, we're going to need you.
need to pop in and take a quick look. I'm sorry.
wow.
He also has a quick callback. Also episode callback to 312 at 59 minutes. And I would like to prove Corey wrong with
What do you
that.
got?
He says, my Maverick does all the big truck stuff with just a little 4-cylinder. And he sent in some photos.
I don't even know what I said.
I can't remember what you said either.
Talking shit.
But that
I'm
Maverick
a huge
is
fan of the Maverick.
He's a big Maverick.
He sent me these photos.
Maverick packed. He's fucking trailering a U-Haul.
Yeah, he sent me all these.
Big trailer as well. Miata on it as well. So yeah. Big Maverick fan.
Mr. DJ, $5. Let's party at 7-Eleven.
Big shouts, Miss DJ.
Hell yeah, we could have a meet there.
Yeah,
We got a decent sized parking lot, honestly.
I think we kind of silently could for sure.
Okay, we'll do it.
Pop on in.
Come by 8:30 tomorrow.
yeah,
Just kidding, I won't be here.
big fan of Mavericks. He's definitely sent me those photos. I don't know.
Corey's a Maverick man. I was into the Santa Cruz.
Yeah, you were in the Santa Cruz for sure.
Still
but
am.
I don't know what I'm talking about. That's the thing. Once I leave this room, whatever I spoke about in
Yeah,
here,
blackout.
No clue.
gone.
It's like a dome of silence in here.
Literally, I talk about that with my like. I've said it many times. I have no clue what we talk about.
Yeah.
And it's difficult for me to remember to
That's
make
every conversation.
to make things like thumbnails or hey, what do I want to put for the description of this episode? It's a struggle.
I like go somewhere with Corey for work, and she'll be like, "Oh, you hung out with Corey today? Yeah. What are you talking about? Guy stuff."
I don't know.
She's like, "What? Like what?" I'm like, "I don't fucking remember."
It existed, like, we existed.
Yeah,
We made it.
existed in the same zone.
made it.
It was perfect.
Kind of piggybacking off of the 7-Eleven stuff, the listener that came by
Yes.
earlier,
Yes.
his name was Steve. Disco Steve on Instagram. He came by and he wanted to drop off this sticker.
Yeah.
The sticker, it says Audi AG Research and Development Vehicle. So apparently these stickers go on all like the prototype cars and the like, I guess, test cars or whatever. And he was at their facility today working, not today, Jesus, on
Some other day.
the 11th, 7-Eleven day.
There you go.
And he was, I guess, installing chargers or fixing chargers for Audi at their place. And they wouldn't let him take his phone or anything in. So he stole a sticker.
God bless, dude.
Stole a sticker
God bless.
for Audi Research and Development. So he came by and he wanted to drop it off. We chatted for a few. It was good to catch up and hang out for a minute or two. And then he was like, yeah, so you going to make your way down 7-Eleven? I was like, nah, man, not for me. Anyone else going? No.
I got here like a minute after.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was long enough that he left. I came back in here, was laying on the ground working on the car, heard the front door open. I'm like, oh, I wonder if he forgot something. And it was Fuzzy and...
He forgot to wait.
It was Fuzzy and
Ian?
and Big Ian who came in. And I was like, oh, shit, what's going on here? And then you showed
It's
up going to
crazy.
7-Eleven. Like, oh, I feel bad. But
Hey, it was something, dude.
it was definitely something. So shout out to Disco Steve for dropping off that sticker. We appreciate
Big
it.
shots, Disco Steve.
See, I mean, this is a contribution to the podcast, right?
It
Big
is,
contribution, dude.
yeah.
And we're gonna get into that.
Matter of fact, there's another contribution. You want to do that right now, real quick? Contributions.
Yeah, we can fucking split this up with.
What do you mean? You want to pop that open in Bucks of the Voice?
Yeah.
box?
You know what? Yeah,
Box
let's do
with
that.
boys.
Let me
Yeah,
at least grab the box so I don't
Grab the
forget.
box.
Well, I'm gonna keep rolling in.
Keep rolling.
So I was working on the Honda, like you said.
Yeah, total.
That was on Thursday.
Yeah,
How did it look?
totaled.
Fully taken apart.
Absolutely done. Oh yeah, but you can call back this thing. Yeah.
So I came
Put
Friday.
it on the table. You gotta forget it.
Yeah,
put it right here.
I'm gonna forget it. Friday came here, worked on it until I don't know whenever we got dinner,
Yeah.
and then came here Saturday. So I'm gonna tie all this back in with all your callbacks.
Yeah.
Saturday I came here with the goal of getting the car on the road, ready to go to a friend kind of reunion get together.
Yep.
Saturday night. I came here. I was determined. I had such a huge long list in front of me. Without the boys at KD, I would still be here working on the car.
Story of my life.
Dude, without them coming over and essentially just
Dedicating their day to you.
bullying me through this.
Yeah.
I can hear it now. I wasn't here to hear it, but I can hear it. Like, what the fuck are you
in
doing?
like the most productive manner.
Stern yet fair.
Tough love.
Yeah. Just, but also like, jumping in, helping hands, huge. And I was able to get the car out and running and driving.
Come
It's
on.
fucking glorious. There's like one or two like small like minor things I have to put on that are really unintegral to using the car at all. And that got me to the Saturday night event that I'm sure people saw. I posted about it on Instagram or other people. Chuck was there. It was a great time.
Great time, dude. Feels
I mean,
so bad.
We got to see some people.
Everybody's a man. I haven't seen those guys in so long.
We looked the last one that anyone has, like the last get together of that anyone has any kind of record of, I think was 13 years ago, 3 days before that.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
So I mean, there's some of these people I haven't seen in 13 years. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
you had people come up from Maryland.
Yeah, shouts to Jesse.
Shout out to Jesse,
shouts
dude.
to
There's
Jesse.
Evidence he was here on the table.
There you go. He brought us
Supporting Revival Motoring with some Wawa.
another great Bucks for the Boys contribution.
Yep.
He brought us Wawa. I mean, it was unbelievable. There was a bunch of guys. The guys came in from everywhere. It was awesome. It was so cool to be able to bring that car there. because I've talked so much about it on here, and majority of those people all listen to the show. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So it was really cool to make it out. Everyone was so excited to see it. I got a standing ovation when I got to Phil's.
Sick show.
Yeah, it was awesome. Food was exactly as I remember 13 years ago.
I had to dip before food, which I'm glad.
You're right. You're right. You really.
No, I've eaten there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I remember.
I couldn't eat in there in good conscience, dude.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would have been.
They still have endless
gross.
fries. They stopped that.
No, they do. They do. But
Wow,
they make them real
wow.
bad. That's why you don't want them endlessly.
I thought they were going to claim like supply chain issues.
No. And for true, like nostalgia fashion, we got 12 separate checks.
Yes.
However,
Instead of now, we're like, one of you could have just paid for the whole thing.
I made up for it this time. So whoever this waitress was,
Yeah.
got a tip worthy of all my years of going there, not being able to tip accordingly,
That's amazing.
and asking for separate checks.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Yeah, separate
there's still somebody who had that job 13 years ago cursing you out.
Yeah. So whoever this waitress was,
Probably
she
runs
was
the
like,
corporation now.
Yeah.
we asked, we were like, listen, we need separate checks. And she was like, you got to work with me on this.
You tell her after or before?
We'll get you through it. After.
Oh, wow.
We'll get you through it. So it was awesome. It was like such nostalgia, like you said, like back to like kids,
It's
like
crazy.
parking lot meets.
Yeah.
Crazy. The car drove unbelievable.
Everybody has like highly functioning vehicles now.
They're all like fully operable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, that night was 98-mile round trip. Literally backed it out of this garage at 3:45. Drove it around the block. It
Give
was
the old once over.
okay. Shout out to Alexi. He always taught me, as long as you clean your glass, your car is clean.
Yeah.
So
Classic.
That's what he taught me. And you know where that comes from? That comes from Yarrow.
That's solid.
So
Love
I
that.
cleaned the glass. I drove to Phil's.
You hear that, young kids?
Yeah.
If you take anything from this show,
As long as you clean your glass, the car is clean.
That's it.
Yeah,
Good to
100
go.
miles. Boom.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, it was
That's super
perfect.
sick.
Perfect. So I'm super excited. Did like a nice little ice cream run Monday night. Beautiful.
Praise
Just
God, dude.
putting it through its paces.
Yeah. It's great. I'm super excited. I was actually bummed. I wanted to get it and take it here tonight just for the sake of doing that. But
I felt the same way with my Honda, and I was like, nah,
I was running a
not
little
today. I got little Honda problems. I got a little thing called Tire Fiasco to read you boys. Obviously, I needed tires for the Beat. I think Kyle from Someone was here, and he's like, oh, those babies are date coded for 4 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, the shitty Federales, 165, 55, 14. Great size. The only place to get aggressive tires in such size is the dreamland of Japan, land of now corporate 7-Eleven. And I use Buy-E, which tends to make it pretty easy. I'm assuming everyone doesn't know how Buy-E works. So Buy-E allows you to buy on, most notably, Yahoo auctions, Yahoo Japan auctions, where you can get a lot of cool shit. But they also they're also intertwined with other websites, snaked up with some of those other websites, namely Yahoo Marketplace Japan, which basically is just kind of like, I guess kind of like how Walmart's site is. You can buy stuff from anybody and it's just sold through Walmart. So tires are super easy to buy from Japan because it's just fucking numbers.
Yeah.
So I literally just type the size, look for the RE71R.
Yep.
Well, I think RE71RS is now. So I find them.
Is that what you end up going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I have. And I did it years ago for the Mira.
Yep.
And I got them, and they weren't that cheap. This time I go and I buy them, and it's less than $200 for 4. I'm like, let's fucking go. Also, the thing about Buy-E is you don't really know the shipping price to you until it gets to them, to their forwarding warehouse.
So you've already paid for the product?
Yeah, I mean, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to do that math. I'm just going to say, I can't get these tires anywhere. I'm just going to pay it, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, the Japanese work quick, man. I order them. They're at Buy-E like the next day. And then Buy-E reaches out and they're like, hey, this heavy, this big, this is how much it's going to cost. So whatever, I get it. It's $179. What did I say the tires were? Maybe the tires were $189. These were $179 to ship. I'm like, okay, perfect. Click, click, click. I didn't even look. Click, 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 send it. It gets sent. It says, and this is on, I'm trying to think which day. What day did I ship them? I don't know. They shipped that early that week. They're supposed to show up on Friday. Friday, get the tracking information, on truck for delivery. They don't show up. Great. call Monday. They say they're going to look for them. It's FedEx. I have no hope, even though I deal with FedEx every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it. How am I going to do like a claim on pie? Whatever. Tuesday delivered. They show up. I go downstairs to the warehouse and I'm like, finally got here. I'm like, and they are small. Look at that box. Dude, pop the box open. There's only fucking 2 tires. I'm like,
Man.
it said set of 4. I know it said set of 4. I'm looking around. There's nothing else. I checked the weight on FedEx versus the weight on this, 33 pounds. Uh-oh. So I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Like, I'm going to have to claim on buy. I sign up for buy. I pull up on the website. And I'm like, all right, says set of 4. We're doing good. Now, where's the customer service link to flip out?
Yeah.
And I clicked, like, the My Buy link. And it says, you have a package waiting to be shipped.
Ha.
The seller on Yahoo Auctions Japan shipped the sets a day apart.
So one got there.
One got there. I didn't pay any attention. I didn't even know if I could have figured it out.
Yeah.
So I shipped that one for the $179. And then you know what I did to swallow my pride?
Yep.
Shipped this one for $179.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do with that?
Still
point?
under $600.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do anything. The other
nothing.
option is put them in the dumpster. There's no return button.
Right.
And I need them. So
And I try to sell them locally. Anybody who needs 2 of these.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, Jordan sells 2 wheels at a time.
That's-
That's the only
yeah.
way he sells wheels.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
1 TE.
So, anyways, that's a lesson learned, and I figured a little hack for you guys. Financial mistakes. If you use the term lesson learned,
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Boy math.
No longer financial mistake.
Lesson learned.
Lesson
right.
learned. And since lesson learned, and I'm not an accountant, I think it's an educational write-off.
Educational write-off. I think so.
It's like the school of hard knocks, you know.
Yeah.
Lesson
yeah.
learned
That's true. Right. That's,
doesn't count.
You can use it in business terms.
Well,
It doesn't matter. Right. Lessons
First thing
learned.
I said, lesson learned. Hey,
Put out a
doesn't
bulletin
count.
about it.
you didn't have to tell anybody about it, you know. Lesson learned, baby. So you love to see it.
You can also say lesson learned if you fucked up real bad.
Yep, lesson learned.
Like
doesn't
lesson
count.
learned, you know?
Yeah. Rookie, they always split a set of tire rims. That's not true. I've bought so many fucking tires off these guys.
Yeah.
Fucking rookie. This guy fucking, I was buying tires when he was in his mother's arms.
Someone sent me his mom's Facebook link, actually.
I mean, throw that on the YouTube.
I'll drop a link in there.
Anyways, I should have consolidated it. Probably would have cost me $210. But nonetheless, lesson learned, educational write-off. Love to see it. Those are supposed to be showing up this Friday. The boys at KD, once again, are going to take care of me. Going to re-up all the speakers in that thing. And it already has stereo, but I bought Gathers pods for it, which are all blown, which was awesome. And, yeah, put some tires on that baby. So
Step up to the plate.
love to see
These
it
cold
stepping
ones
up.
are great.
How was it?
We're
You got
good.
another cold one? Let me crack one of these boys off.
You crack one of those open. I'm going to talk about some events we got coming up. Most notably, this weekend,
This weekend,
we got Lock City.
Lock City.
Lock City's got an event on the 21st.
What's
Ooh.
that? Saturday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday, so like an event on the 21st. Looks like it's I believe it's a comp.
Is it comp?
As it's
Comps.
going
I've
on.
talked about how much I like the comps. They're
Yeah.
so much fun.
So yeah, everyone should go out there, check it out. I mean, it's definitely it's entertaining to watch.
Round 3, July 21st.
Yeah, it's very entertaining to watch. It's fun. You know, you get to spend the day outside. Who doesn't like doing that?
Beautiful.
Get to watch some
Thompson,
cars
Connecticut.
drive. I mean, the racetrack. We don't say enough how many times like
It's a gem to have.
a racetrack like that, like so close to at least to us. I don't know where you're coming from.
I mean, just big shouts,
Great
you
for
know,
us.
to Mike Lynch and the team. Look at their website. Stepped up, right?
Unbelievable,
Where
dude.
is it? Street Series competitions. What I applaud. There you go. There's a schedule. There's some videos all linked. And the best part, current standings, all the people's names, what they
With-
drive. Like that's going the extra mile.
Look at Jordan.
There
Jordan
he
in
is.
sixth.
Jordan's moving up, baby.
Sixth.
96 points.
No, he's
Number six.
Number 6.
It's halfway up.
Ah,
Up,
there
down.
he is.
There
he
she
is.
is.
96.
They
huh?
got a photo of this goon.
Jordan sandbagging. If I'm honest, guys.
He is no.
Jordan sandbagging.
I was hoping it was a clickable.
Yeah, we got to get some
Maybe
faces
we
on
have that
there.
next year. Just
Is there
take some,
Ralphie
take
on
some
there, too?
photos. I think so. Yeah.
We got
Oh, God.
Yeah.
right there. 96 points. Him and Jordan tied
Lots
up.
of friends of the show on there.
I mean, he has a lot of listeners.
Lots of
out
friends
here,
on the
actually.
show of the show.
We got 4 people tied up at 96 points.
Jordan says he's tapping out, dude.
You know what they call that?
Jordan's tapping out.
Jordan said, "Too bad, I'm tapping out."
Why?
Why are you tapping out? You don't have enough sets of wheels.
We need
pairs.
Junior.
Get back out there, baby.
Yeah.
Got this.
There's only 2 more rounds. Get out there. Earn
Yeah.
your points. You still got a chance.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, of course.
I believe this guy right here, Kevin Rozilski,
Love that.
he's been killing it. I think he's the one with the ready
Is
30.
it the 200 points that tells
Yeah,
you that?
he's
or
the
is
yeah,
it-
let's
no,
go-
no,
let's
no.
tell
He's
you
just
that.
the one that just like, oh, he's here.
Oh, never mind.
Here comes that man again.
He's him. Yeah, I heard a lot of controversy going on over there.
Is there?
Yeah,
Love it.
I don't know anything about it.
Love to see it.
Jordan's upset.
He's mad.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Uh,
But does his mom know he went to final belt? Nope.
no,
No, mom. Still
that's what he's
doesn't
upset about.
Probably, actually.
know. Mom still doesn't know.
Nope.
Other event I have.
Yeah,
It's a little ways out.
little ways.
It's Fieldworks,
Ooh,
August 10th.
nice.
Fieldworks. I have as my note. In reality, the only show I'm going to be able to make this year.
Coming up, baby.
August 10th.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Fieldworks coming up. Also, Wolfscar coming up.
Got a whole episode about it.
Whole
Yep.
episode about it coming out, but that is not this weekend, but the next. I mean, next week. But like the show's the 26th, 27th, 28th, I believe.
Yeah, Wednesday night. Cars and Foam, which is my favorite event.
Cars and Foam is way before that. That's
Is
the
on
24th.
Wednesday.
Yep.
Cars and Foam is such. I mean, Foam Brewery is such a cool setting.
So cool.
Cars and Foam's awesome. You know, if you haven't been to Wolfscar, the episode is going to tell you that it's definitely a good year to go for your first time. If you were on the fence about Wolfscar, this episode is definitely not this one. The other one about Wolfscar
the next one.
will definitely be one that'll push you over the edge if you were on the fence.
Also, I really want to go, but I think I'm going to be in Las Vegas, so that's probably going to be a tough commute. Maybe I'll go for Wednesday.
That's a bit of a hike.
You can tow maybe
What's up?
tow from Vegas to
Tow
Wolfscar.
back?
Yeah.
Tow back.
But I first have to go to Burlington to get the trailer. Yeah, it's something.
It's a bit of a roundabout.
Jordan, I'll pay a $300 entry fee for the TEs.
Oh, here we go.
Actually, I'll pay you a $300 entry fee for this event and the next one
For the TEs.
for the TEs.
What size are those TEs?
16x8.
I don't know what the fuck I do with those. Yeah, you should probably sell those to Corey.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, that's a good idea for you.
Uh,
Plus, it'd be good for your notability out there, you know?
yeah, it'd be great for you.
I got one other thing. I got a YouTube oddity
YouTube oddity?
that I mentioned to you earlier.
Yes.
So every day I'm on the treadmill trying to just fucking not be an old man. And I watch videos, mostly flat earth videos, if I'm honest. Check out Rosie O'Donnell with Flat Earth Dave. You'll be a believer. But anyways.
No, we're not Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, God, not Rosie
I
O'Donnell.
was just say she's going that direction
Roseanne
now?
Barr
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Flat Earth Dave. The Rosie O'Donnell was no good.
She wasn't a believer.
She wasn't a believer. So anyways, I'm up there, and it always happens to me. I get force-fed stuff that most of you guys probably get force-fed on the algorithm. So this is Larry Chen video that pops up, and it's like, I bought a E36 Evo Spec M3.
Mhm.
Who thought this video was a good idea to put out? I don't know. Basically, Larry he owns part of EAG now with the guy from EAG, and they're going, I guess LZ's in part of it. I have no idea. They're going to the UK to pick up a car, to drive to Wrocław in Poland to go to Ultras.
Yep.
Cool premise, if I'm honest. Great premise.
Great premise.
They all buy different spec ones. The joke at the beginning is Larry doesn't know what color it is, which is hilarious because Larry's kind of like on another planet all the time.
Yeah.
So they get there to the shop in the UK, and the guy from EAG is like, yeah, so it's yellow, but other thing is, everything was broken in it. Here's all the invoices for fixing it. And it's motor was blown, exhaust trash, transmission. It is just, it was just, and this is before he even sees it. There's just a pallet with a motor and shit on it. And you can tell he's like trying to keep it together, but like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right.
Then
So
they-
so did it seem like a legitimate spring this on him on camera?
I can tell you it's legitimate, and I'll tell you at the end of the story how I know.
Okay.
Then they go to the shop where it's getting detailed at, which you're also charging Larry for. And he gets there and he's like, oh, it's yellow. And then he's like, it's missing the lower dash. Like the door's falling apart. The seats are fucked up. He's like, him and his cameraman, he's like, this is the shittiest, this is the worst car I own. Like this stuff's, it's all fucked up. They're supposed to drive it. They're driving it thousands of miles.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Is the new engine in the car yet?
Yeah. And the guy
Okay.
just keeps handing them invoices like it's a funny joke that the owner of the shop that's supposed to be the best BMW shop on the planet
It's just handing
bought
them.
this. And he's like, yeah, we paid some dude $800 in Spain to check it out. But he fucked us. So, yeah, this is yours. Here's a bill for the new motor. It didn't have staggered wheels. Here's the bill for the wheels. Here's the bill for the... And you're just like... Every comment is like, this is really uncomfortable. Like, I wasn't able to get through this video. Like, this is crazy. Lucky Larry has hookups in the industry, yada, yada, yada. So I watched this whole thing. I'm like, geez, who the fuck thought this was... I own a car shop.
Yeah.
Especially when... I mean, if anybody knows anything about EAG, is they sell M cars for triple market value, maybe? Quadruple market value?
Yeah.
Apparently great examples, but, like, this whole thing, I'm like, man, these guys are supposed to sell the best cars in the world. The owner's getting scammed on a... Anyway, so the other day,
While recording it.
I was going to take some notes on it and stuff, and I went to pull it back up, disappeared from YouTube. Video's gone.
Really?
Yeah. Now there's just a tour of some of the shops that were working on his car.
Wow.
So I think there were hundreds of comments. that
Just
were like,
seeing the reaction.
this isn't good.
Yeah.
Like, Larry looks fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, well, I guess I'm part owner. I guess this isn't what you'd usually work on. And the guy from ESG was so like,
Nonchalant about
he was
it.
so nonchalant and casual about just billing this guy out. It's crazy. Meanwhile, Larry's got to be like paying a freaking skyscraper's worth of money for the R34.
Right. That
He's
yeah.
had like acid. I mean, I've never seen anybody spend
Who
money
the hell
like
is
that,
that?
dude.
Who the hell's building that? I can't remember the
Fucking-
name of him, but it's wild. That's
He's like the guy. He's
yeah.
like
I can't remember.
guy.
Garage something. Yeah, I mean, he's... wow.
Yeah.
He's got to be paying McLaren money for that thing to be done.
It's beautiful.
He definitely took the approach of it's an R34, I can't lose money on it, and is just trying as hard as he fucking can. But yeah, it was really uncomfortable. I don't know who thought it was a good idea. They took it down. I hope it's not going forever because I'd like to see how they could possibly rework it. If they just cut the other guy out, maybe.
And let Larry kind of just do his thing.
He bought an E36 M3 wagon, which was cool.
Larry just explaining the scenario maybe and just kind of...
Yeah, I mean, when they took it down, like, that's probably smart because, like, there were thousands of views, but, like, it really made the shop look bad. Dude.
Built by Legends is the...
Built by Legends,
shop that's building his Bayside Blue R34.
Which is basically the EAG of Japanese cars.
BBL, baby. Brazilian butt lift.
It's the old Brazilian butt lift. Yeah, dude, the whole Built by Legends thing is... I mean, it's just guys that are just like, I want one. I don't give a fuck how much it costs.
Yeah.
Just get it to me the best one.
Yeah.
That's EIG does and
That's-
gamers, and they've always been that way. I've never had any thought of ever buying a car from them. But they're working. And now I know that Larry and LZ and this other guy own it, I guess.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing that it actually was taken down. That just speaks volumes to,
Yeah, when they took it
awkwardness and
down,
just
when they took
like-
it down, I was like, oh, this is like I got to talk about this. This is so
yeah,
weird.
It
Like,
wasn't just, your opinion of, oh, this does seem a little weird. No, it was a lot.
I'm a huge fan of Larry. I'm not a huge fan of his videos. They're just I don't know, something about the cadence of it, like Matt Wood is saying. But I mean, he seems like the nicest guy on earth, and I think we've
Yeah.
had that confirmed actually that he's the nicest guy on earth. There's someone that met him, know
Can't
him.
remember.
I think maybe Jimmy or someone. Anyways, crazy that it came down.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's an awkward thing. It's just like, if that's just sprung on you and suddenly, hey, here's this.
Well, then you pop on that website and you're like, oh, all these cars are like $100K for $25,000 cars.
Yeah.
So good on them for taking it down. Also, great concept. It's going to execute differently. I don't know. Next time, look at the car first.
Right.
Like the paints, like the colors don't matter. It was just like,
Yeah,
holy
just
shit.
Get a real PPI before.
Real rough.
Yeah.
Was it the car yellow?
Yeah. Yeah, really nice looking. And that's the color he wanted, so he was happy about that
Yeah.
until he saw it. Yeah, so that was the latest, just a weird oddity,
Yeah.
video-wise.
Let's do the B for B real quick.
Yeah. Let's get this going here. Bucks for the boys. Hey, everybody, it's me still. What's Bucks for the boys? You ask. Bucks for the boys is how we keep this podcast going. And what we ask, it's a value for value method. And if this podcast is worth anything to you at all, we're talking like $2, man. That'd be huge for us. You just hop on revivalmotor.com/B4B. There you can provide a sustainable donation, which will come at us any amount, any time period. And we appreciate it. As honestly, $1 a month from everyone would be huge in helping us keep this thing a rolling. And we are psyched for everybody that helps support and get this podcast going. We know sustainable contributions can be a little tough. So you can also do a one-off. You go to Info Revival Motoring on PayPal. You type a message in any amount of money at all. And we are contractually obligated to read that message during this part of the podcast.
Yep.
And appreciate it big time, man. That's huge for us. I said anything. You think 45 cents isn't a big deal to you, Mr. Rockefeller? You throw that at a Revival Motoring podcast, dude. That's buying one of these beautiful Revival light roasts for us.
That's it, Mr. Blackrock.
Yeah, whatever you're doing over there. So yeah, that is hugely helpful. But obviously, there's other ways to help us with the podcast. Any way to help us produce is big. You get an inside story, pictures, music, whatever you get. Hit us up on the Instagram or the YouTube's Instagram or the emails. That's huge. Also, we grow by word of mouth. Tell people, we know you're a car guy. You know car guys. Tell people, hey, listen to Revival Motoring. It's about an hour-ish podcast because we're breaking these babies down for you. Of car dudes talking about car dude stuff. Just hanging out with the boys, you know.
Dudes being dudes.
Also, you can force people to listen to it, which we love. Love to hear about it. So that's huge. Anything that helps grow is huge for us. We do have the best way to listen. I think everyone should do it at least once. Is it about 7 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays?
Mm-hmm.
You can pop on a Revival. You can pop on YouTube, see our stream live. We do a pre-show, which is now top secret and only available for people watching at the time.
As of this episode?
As of this episode, it's getting trimmed off the beginning.
We're going to clip it. Give it a little...
Yeah, so we're giving more exclusive stuff in that. That's like a little pre-show for the boys that, unlike the Patreon boys, you don't have to pay anything for this pre-show.
Just got to be there.
Just got to be there. So pop on in. It's a big family. All our boys in the chat, which we very much appreciate everybody in there. Yeah, and it just helps us keep it going. I think that might be my whole spiel there.
And as Chuck was saying, if you are an active B4B subscriber, you'll automatically be entered to get some stuff from us. My wife just put together a bunch of mail the other day, sending out a bunch of stickers, air fresheners, things like that. So you're going to get that stuff from time to time when we can get it out to you anyway. But you are automatically entered once a month. That'll be coming up in a couple of weeks where we do pick a winner. We're working with TDs on some stuff that we debuted a couple of weeks ago. The tree-shaped leather doily.
Ooh, a doily.
Window hanger.
Yeah, I love
and
a hanger.
keychain, stuff like
Looks
that.
It looks like a little tree.
Yeah. I just didn't want to say the name.
Tiny tree.
Those are coming out for all of the B4B winners. So you will receive one of those if you are an active B4B subscriber. Again, active B4B subscriber. And you happen to win that month. So with that said, we have some new B4B subs that I wanted to mention. Roll through real quick.
Let's go.
I'm always hesitant to say everybody's name. If you sign up for the B4B and you don't want your name, write the message. Because now I think it's a good thing to have people's names. Like it's just like, you know what? This is what we'll do. Just so they know it's them. And oh wait, is that somebody else?
Would you want your name announced at graduation?
Yeah, for sure.
Of course.
Exactly. Pump those numbers up, baby.
Yeah, pump them up, baby
Yeah.
girl.
Get out there. So some new B4B subs this week in particular, or these could be over the past couple of weeks. We're finally put it all together, so we have some accurate information. So Dana Emsrud, no message, but thank you very much. Chris Clewell. So this one in particular, because I know who Chris is.
That's a familiar name.
Whoa.
It's a very familiar name, and I want to just shout him out big time because if you are not familiar who Chris Clewell is, he is one of the hosts for the Overcrest podcast, which is a huge deal to us because it's, somebody in the same realm that we are and getting support from them. And I hope us supporting them, just shout out to their website. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in their rally here. Go to their website, overcrestproductions.com. You can sign up for their 2024 July rally. I'm sorry, actually, let's see. The 2024 rally in October, I believe. The application session is open now until July 24th. So go over to overcrestproductions.com where you can sign up for that. I believe they're going to go to Arkansas, and it's going to be sometime in September. I know Chris was out there scouting some roads. It was awesome to see him posting exactly what he was doing out there, giving a little taste of the roads that everybody on that rally are going to hit. super, super cool to see. And like I said at the beginning of this, even cooler that he supports us. So we want to show support to them. At some point, we definitely want to have Chris on. I did shoot him a message to say, hey, how often are you in East Providence, Rhode Island? He said, never. So we'll probably have to get him on the old boob tube over there, but we can make that happen. Go support those guys, follow their Instagram, go to their website, all that sort of stuff. Cause you know, him supporting us like this means a lot. And it's just very cool to see for us. So, moving right along, we also have Elijah Bunce showing support from Central Massachusetts. Check out my TikTok and Instagram at Fat Eli.
Let's go.
You know what?
Love that, dude.
Gonna check it out right now?
No, I'm gonna go throw him a follow.
There you
Hit him
go.
with
There you
follow.
go.
Anyone with the name Fat Eli.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Fat
It's worth
Eli.
the follow.
Fat. How does he spell it?
I'm sorry. Fat Eli at FATTA_ELI.
There we go. There we are. All
There
right.
he is.
Throw my guy a follow here. I don't do TikTok, sorry, bud. But I'll do Instagram.
There we go.
Also, big shouts to Al Richards, who I believe
Al Richards.
that box right in front of us on the table is from. We'll open
We're
that
gonna
in a
open that in a
moment.
second.
Also from a big shout to Timothy Valero, longtime
Timothy
listener to
Valero.
Revival Motoring and Topics
Big
Under the
show,
Stairs,
man.
first time B4B contributor. I love the content and finally able to contribute more than links myself. Big shouts to him. Thank you
we
very
We
much.
appreciate it.
And last but certainly not least, Bendito Lisa. Lizzie.
Bendito.
Lise.
Lisay.
Lisai. Maybe it's Lisai because it's SI. Lisai. There we go.
Lisay. Thank you, guys.
So big
That's
shouts
huge.
to everybody who joined the B4B. We truly, truly appreciate that and appreciate your support. And again, hey, if you want to join the B4B, you clearly see we'll read out and give shout outs where, you know, it makes sense. So
Yeah, we appreciate you guys massively. That's
yeah.
huge.
With that said, we have a rating system that tells us how well or not well we did last week. So Corey has those numbers and he can tell us now.
Well, I will say our little change up has really changed up how the B4B number works.
I'd assume so. Lots of listens.
A little more math going on here.
Yeah.
And it's brought us down to 14 cents per listen, which, with the little change up,
It's pretty solid.
pretty fucking monumental.
Pretty solid.
It's a strong 14.
It's incredible with the change up that we're still in the double digits.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Is that a soft or hard 14?
It's inaccurate.
Okay. Accurate 14.
It's an accurate 14.
Like that.
Yeah, accurate 14.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So it's a
Nice.
good one.
So
That's
matter
great.
of fact, while we're on the B4B, want to open up that box that was
Yeah,
sent
come
to
on,
us?
Daddy.
Got a knife. Do I need a flashlight? Let's hope.
You need a
We
you
get a
need
box.
flashlight for
I
it.
don't know. You never know what's
Who
in
do
the
we
box.
believe this came from?
Al Richards. I
Big shout out to
believe.
Al
He was
Richards.
in the chat earlier.
We get every now and then. We love it when you guys send us crap. Well, not literally crap, but stuff
Yeah.
to look at. We don't actually know
Things.
this isn't crap.
So
But yeah.
he did follow up, and he did say that there is stuff for
It's fresh eggs.
each of the 4 individuals.
He sent it to us months ago.
Actually, he did send this probably like a month-ish ago, but you were away, and I didn't want to open it.
Why you cut that so bad?
You're not wrong.
Josh is cutting one of the 3 axes on which that lid opens.
What are you doing over
I'm
there?
just going to use
He's
my
just
Hulk
gorilling
strength.
it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Josh is tearing this apart like the Nintendo 64 kids.
Oh my god, dude.
It's harder than I
Yeah,
thought.
why don't you break all the stuff he sent us? There we go.
There we go.
Oh my god. What do we got in here?
Anything else in that? Is there any money in it?
No money in
It's
there.
like when you get a
No
birthday
money in there.
card. from
It
grandma.
looks like we've received a bunch of Hot Wheels.
Come on, baby.
Which we're big fans
here
of.
we go.
Oh boy, he said so. Some of these are for individuals. I'm guessing I'm gonna know where to start. First one is a 1992 Honda Civic EG.
Oh, there we go.
Come on out.
Hell yeah. Look at this guy.
Then we have a 1984 Mustang SVO.
How many gifts we giving Corey?
Yeah, brother.
Then we have a 1992 BMW M3.
Oh,
There we
let's
go.
go. I'm opening this thing right now.
Then we just have a Volkswagen Golf.
Dude, that's Josh.
Yeah.
This thing's got a blue interior. This thing's sick.
Then we have
dude.
a Mark One. That might be Corey. I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
Then we have a white Nissan Skyline GTR R32.
Oh, always wanted a white one.
Oh, and then we have a BMW E36 M3 race spec,
Let's go,
which
Daddy.
I assume is for Shook.
No,
No, Shooks isn't race spec.
I don't think he gets any of these.
And we have an oil diaper just in case.
Oh, thank God. We'll actually keep that, please.
Yeah.
Al, you're the man. This is sick, dude.
Yes,
Big
thank you so
shouts.
much.
Thank you very much.
This one
These are
says
gonna
new
go.
for 2019, which is wild.
These are gonna go on the shelf somewhere.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to drive mine around over here.
We'll put them on display.
So
I
sick.
I think we're due for a shelf cleanup.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of clean that
a
up.
lot of crap around here.
We're gonna
A shelf refresh.
You know what's hilarious is I walked in the studio after visiting KD and getting my ears blown off via white noise,
Yeah.
and there was a bunch of shit on the floor because that fucking
blew everything
that
off the
stereo
shelves?
blew everything off the shelves. So, big shouts. But okay, Al Richards in the chat, still there. We confirmed we got it pretty damn close. So
Big
big
Ian.
shouts to you.
Big
Thank
shouts
you
to Al
very
Richards.
much.
Big shouts to Big Ian, who I already talked about on the podcast and just showed up.
Big shouts to everybody. Let's
shouts.
cue these boys. News.
I got a news.
Okay.
This is crazy news now that we're doing one each because if we get the same news, I got a backup just in case.
I've had
2025 Mini Cooper S.
no.
No takers? All right, I knew
No.
it was shitty enough that you guys would
This,
take
this
it.
is
All
definitely
you.
not what I expected from you.
Now, I was going through the news. There's another one that I think Josh is going to take.
Mine's is very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
not
one I think
even.
you're going to take.
It's okay. It's not car. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
All right, you're out. That's a paddling. 2025 Mini Cooper. Motor Trend put up a review on it. We knew it was a ground-up redesign. It is, in fact, turbo inline 4, only making 201 horsepower, 221 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in 6.3. They actually tend to really like this thing. They said it had good exhaust sound on normal mode. Then the racy mode's called go-kart mode,
Yep.
which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. What is
Why is
happening?
that?
What are you doing?
Is that you?
No.
Who's?
It's not me.
I don't know what's going on. We get the Secret Service listening to us, boys.
Is that your phone?
My Instagram just decided to start talking to me, even though it wasn't open.
That's
So
those damn flip phones.
listen, I'm throwing this.
They
thing
just decided to start talking to you? No, you mean they were always listening.
I'm throwing this one in the trash.
It's freaking me out. I'm over here closing the
I know,
windows. I'm like, what's
Josh,
happening?
What the fuck is Josh doing? Yeah, they said go-kart mode, which is cool. It's only available in 7-speed dual clutch, which we already knew. They were let down that it does not have paddle shifters, which seems like a big miss.
Yeah, I don't know.
But whatever. Supposedly handle great.
I don't drive that one with the paddle shifters.
No, who would? I don't drive my M5 with paddle shifters.
I put it in drive and go. I drive, sport, go.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It has a huge center display, like a full screen, but it's a huge round screen, which looks pretty cool. This says way more modern, but still feels like a Mini. I didn't expect them to come up with the still feels like a Mini. I thought it was going to be like, it's definitely a Rebadge 2 series, but I think Mini Cooper, especially the S's, have always been good. And I'm glad, at least from this review and some of the other stuff I saw, it hasn't stopped. They're still cool, not cheap, little cars.
So far from cheap.
So far
the
from cheap.
drivability of them is very BMW.
Yeah.
But like the workings of them, like the weird oddities and quirks inside, are very Mini.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
That's what they say is
keeps
the
it
thing.
alive. Yeah,
it keeps it
alive.
funky, and like Mini's always been cool, man. I mean, I had the R53,
Yeah,
which is still the best one, I think.
I'd agree.
Those things were so sick. With
I
the
miss
you put an
mine
intake
so
on them,
much.
they just made supercharger noises until the supercharger shut off forever.
Every time you mention them and we look them up, I'm like, you know what? That'd be a cool car.
Yeah,
The
they don't have the
R53.
scoop anymore, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean,
But the
what is that
R53 is
giant
sick.
missing part of the grill?
Right here, yeah.
That's probably radar cruise.
No.
But yeah, I think they look cool. They look quirky. They've always been cool cars. But yeah, I wish they weren't that reasonable when they first came out, but they were semi-reasonable. Now
Yeah.
they're a lot of money.
I don't know. I mean,
But
I know,
everything is.
I know when I bought mine used, it was a great deal.
Oh,
But
I
like-
paid like $4,000 for mine. Mine was
Yeah,
hammered.
Yeah, I paid more than that, but I got mine. I had like 20-something thousand miles on it. It was like the closest thing to a new car that I thought I would ever get.
Yeah, that thing was sick.
It was awesome. I've talked about it so many times. Deep regret getting rid of it. The screen
The screen's crazy.
is
Whoa.
awesome.
That's what
Hey,
they said. They modernized it. It's still kind of funky because it's all like fabric and textiles
Yeah.
on it, but it definitely is definitely more modern. Like that screen's crazy.
Not having
wonder-
anything directly in front of my steering wheel, I don't know if I'd be.
The
It's
old
the same
ones
thing
would
as a
do that.
Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla's does that.
The same
too.
thing as a
Okay,
Tesla.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
you don't even It's crazy how fast you realize you don't need anything in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it has weird lighting under the dash and stuff.
That's
And it looks
actually
like
pretty cool.
within the dash as
Yeah,
well.
they just made it funky, but when it's like off, it looks kind of normal.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, the taillights are cool.
Taillights
I dig
are cool.
Taillights
that.
are cool. Yeah, someone in the comments that I was looking at said, too bad they got rid of the Union Jack blinkers.
Oh, you mean the opposite directional turn signal?
Yeah, and that's the guy was like, there was an arrow pointing the wrong direction, right?
Yeah.
But it still looks sick. I don't know. I'm just glad.
Wait, go back a few to like there we go. Oh my god, the engine start button is like you got to turn it.
Oh wow, it's like a little key.
That's cool.
I'm just glad they're still fun and cool.
Yeah, it's
You're the first people I've heard who like the new taillights.
really.
Really?
Oh,
I like
I don't
the
know.
Union
I
Jack
looked
shit.
it over. Minis have always excited me. They've
same.
always
Ever since I had mine, the R53 was such a dynamic car that I've always liked it. I had an R56 Clubman as well,
Yep.
which I also was sick. My sister's always had minis. They're always sick.
She's on her fifth.
Yeah,
fourth,
dude.
fourth.
Tons of them. And yeah, I don't know. I've always liked them.
Yeah.
I
mean,
can't see a scenario with my two kids where I'm going to be able to have one again.
No, no.
But, they're sick.
Yeah,
What's it's called the Star David, right?
Whoa.
buddy. You're trying to make this successful, aren't you?
I'm just seeing it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
It's right there. It's just there.
Josh, you got anything?
Yeah, Josh, what do you got for news?
Yeah, what edition's this
Oh,
one,
boy,
dude?
you want some
It's blue. It's a Star David. What's next, buddy?
Yeah.
Seeing patterns over here. Anyways,
right,
the
those
mini's pretty cool.
tails.
The wheels are crazy looking.
Those taillights look cool.
Yeah, I dig them.
They're like three-dimensional Union Jacks.
I'd like to see how they illuminate. Is
Well,
it sequential?
Oh,
know what I
like
mean?
does it follow the
Like,
dots?
doot,
I don't know.
Not in America, it is.
That's true.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's probably
The
just
only
like
thing I'm
that.
bummed is that it doesn't have a hood scoop because the S's
Yeah.
you could always quickly tell if it was an S from the hood scoop.
Right.
And then they're gonna make a JCW one next year. It'll have 250 horsepower and handle like it's on rails.
45 grand.
Yeah. So this Cooper
Yeah,
S
dude,
is
it's so
36,
expensive. Yeah.
and the dead stocker, the cheapest one's 29,945. You got to throw the extra $6,000 out for the turbos.
Yeah, we drove a 2020. It was 2023, so obviously different.
Yeah.
Non S.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh Jesus.
Oh boy.
This
Yeah,
this
no
is-
thank
This is
you.
rough out here.
I'm not trying to get hurt out here.
Yeah, but I mean the Clubman S. What are the 2023 Clubman S? Plenty of power.
Yeah.
Rips around.
The jam, dude.
It rips around. We were at a hotel recently and dropped the car off to be valeted. I could hear it coming, so like the exhaust note's pretty cool. Like it's nothing like the last Mini's exhaust note. That car that had actually the flapper that
Wacky.
opened.
Wacky.
But it's like a nice little rumble to it.
Yeah. Praise God, dude.
Gives you the feels.
Anyway, still mini-ish, so that's good. They haven't totally dished like the funkiness of them.
Yeah, it's like the what's it? The every city steals the slogan like keep blank weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin.
Keep
Yeah.
Portland weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mini's like, nah, we're gonna stay weird.
No, we're weird.
Stay
We're
weird.
gonna
Stay
stay.
They're one of the
weird.
only, if you think about it, they're one of the only like funky weird cars.
Yeah.
Everything else is getting pretty serious.
Yeah. The like kind of like out of left field.
The Scion stuff used to be kind of weird. They're all gone.
Right.
Is
Like,
there any
as
other
soon as they
funky
got rid of
weird
the
car?
hamsters, that was it.
I don't know. I think like the Ionic stuff's pretty weird.
Ionic stuff's weird.
Hyundai, yeah, Hyundai has some weird stuff.
And then like that 2 Series I rented, they're getting funkier interior wise,
Yeah.
but that's just BMW's design language is a little funkier now, but nowhere close to what Mini is.
No, the mini stuff is.
we're missing the obvious. Fucking Cybertruck.
Cybertruck, I saw something that they're getting mistaken for dumpsters by raccoons. That's impossible. Dumpsters are colorful and wonderful.
Someone just saw some paw prints on one and was like, I got a funny idea.
Yeah.
And
No
hey,
way.
It was a funny idea.
Hey,
Yeah, they
raccoons
nailed
are
it.
smarter than that.
They nailed
I'm
it.
crushing another one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
as well.
you're gonna be all amped up. Let's see.
Feeling alive after these waters, dude.
my
I
li-
mean, light brews.
My little piece of news here is that today in Massachusetts, the Mass DOT Board of Directors meeting took place.
Oh boy.
And if you're unaware, at this Mass DOT Board of Directors meeting, you are allowed to attend and voice your opinion about some happenings with the Mass DOT. In particular, some people elected to voice their opinions about the K vehicle situation.
Is DOT and RMV the same organization? Isn't DOT the guys building the roads?
I think it's all one and the same. It seems.
Okay. Yeah. I guess
yeah.
that makes
Or
sense.
at least board of directors. Yeah, board of directors at least
That's a big
controls
disaster
both
bureaucracy,
part of.
so-
Yeah, it's some. Right, for lack of a better term, a bit of a circle jerk.
Yes.
So, my understanding is that a handful of people showed up in support of the K vehicles, really just asking the questions that everybody's has been reiterating online for the past 2-3 weeks, whatever it's been. So they stood there, they asked a bunch of questions. I guess they were allowed to send in some voicemails. It seems like, from what I'm understanding, what I'm being told is those voicemails were not allowed to be played. There was at least 30 of them.
Oh, were they not taxpayers?
And they apparently said, oh, they're all basically the same message, so we'll play one. So I didn't see that happen live, but it was, I kind of questioned that. How does that work?
What? Wrong button.
Exactly.
Don't like that one bit, dude.
So that took place. My understanding, there's also a bunch of letters that were sent in. Some senators and things like that have responded to people here and there. So the fight continues. There was one gentleman who stepped up to the mic. He stepped up to the plate. And I believe this is public, or I know this is public information, so I don't think there's a problem with us playing this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So I'm just going to try to give you a taste
What, are
of
they going
what
to take a podcast down?
this gentleman brought to the table.
All right, hey everyone, my name is Artie Chattis. Please forgive me. I'm an auto mechanic, not a public speaker. I'm 64 years old, 61-year resident of Randolph. I retired from the MBTA as a heavy-duty bus mechanic and union shop steward for Local 264, the Machinists Union.
I'm just going to go out on a limb. He likes Marlboro Reds.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just... Big shout. Love Artie.
Artie's
Right?
getting a ton
But
out there,
he's
dude.
really...
Is there contact info for Artie?
No. I don't... I'm sure we could reach out to him if I just try to Google. I'm sure he's on Facebook, for sure. He's got to be on
dude, for
Facebook,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
So we'll continue.
I was in this same room battling Charlie Baker, who wanted to privatize bus repair, and that was a 2-year battle, and we won. Now I'm back here fighting to keep my K car from Japan. I'm an avid motorcyclist, a huge car enthusiast. I'm here today mostly to speak about the mechanical aspects of a K car, hoping somebody else can speak to the legal aspects. I own a 1990 K car that you see in front of you. I also have a 1966 Ford Thunderbird, a 1997 Harley-Davidson motorcycle,
Humble
a
brag.
2013 Honda Goldwing with a sidecar.
He's not done.
I can't stand wearing a helmet. When I enter a state with no helmet laws, I pull over at a safe location and stow my helmet and continue on my journey. Apparently, this is safer than being in a K car. In 1967, the federal government implemented that all cars produced need to have a dual part master cylinder, meaning that I will still have either front or rear brakes if there's a failure in my braking system.
Not only is he out here speaking for the people, he's educating them.
He's getting technical.
He's educating them.
There's a technical run, boys. You love to see it.
Yeah. He's really, laying it out thick on the table.
1966 Ford Thunderbird has a single part master cylinder, meaning if something fails in my braking system, my pedal will go to the floor and I'm crashing. My K car is equipped with a dual part master cylinder. My 1966 Thunderbird has a single lap seatbelt. My K car is equipped with a multi-point seatbelt. Let's go back even further.
Let's do it, Artie.
Come on, Art.
A Ford Model A and a Ford Model T. These cars are over 100 years old. There is no hydraulic braking system. It's a cable to slow down the transmission. There's no seat belts, headlights that have a grand total of 3 candle power, one very dim brake light.
He basically just described the Kia you rented.
Oh, yeah, Kia's awful.
Like
that was like a
Handlebar,
2019 Kia.
3 candle power.
3 candle power.
Count them.
Artie is just spitting facts right now.
No turn signal indicators, no windshield washer systems. The wheels supporting these vehicles are made out of wood. Wooden spoke wheels over 100 years old
Miss it.
with tires no wider than a modern-day mountain bicycle.
Mr. Chettos,
Apparently, this is safer than a K car.
Mr. Chettos,
Yep.
please wrap it up.
Well, right now I feel like Jimmy Valvano. I don't have tumors all ridden through my body, but I got a lot to say. And you really think I care about that clock right now? Thank you.
Chettos, sir.
He's just letting him know. You know what?
It's only because he's making a point.
This is my exactly. This is my time.
I'm not fucking
Sir,
leaving.
this is. I don't know if you heard, but this
There's
is
a
my
fucking
time.
microphone on his head.
Other people who are
that's
waiting to
great.
speak.
That's great.
Find my spot.
He's got to
If
regain.
you'd like to send me that, I'm happy to give it to the board member.
Why can I purchase a vehicle that is
Just
over
skips
25
right
years old from any other country other than Japan? Who cares about a 17-digit VIN number?
Top-notch
All
mechanic.
cars before 1981 did not have 17 digits. This law banning K cars was fought and reversed in the state of Texas. It's my understanding that a lobby organization with millions of dollars is behind all of this. It's my understanding that our RMV has no idea what a K car actually is. This
I love this
list of banned vehicles is completely inaccurate. Starting in 1999, all K cars are equipped with airbags. When attending
Big if true.
antique car shows, when I bring my 1966
Mr.
Ford
Shadows,
Thunderbird,
you're going to have to
a
wrap
few
up.
car
If you don't,
enthusiasts
we're going to have to
will
cut
stop
off
by
the
and check
microphone.
out the cool factors in these cars. When I have my 1990 Sandlot, there's
No
a huge
fuss.
huge crowd around my car.
And,
Oh, they
that
cut you,
is
man.
what-
Listen, honestly, we gotta find this guy because, like,
I yield my time.
we've
Give
got,
it to him.
I don't know,
we've got an open
we're
platform.
gonna open platform.
Yeah, buddy. We gotta get
Honestly,
our
he
own.
could bring that in and read it. Zero interruption. Zero interruption.
Oh, absolutely. I'll give him the whole hour. If somebody knows
hey,
Artie.
Artie, you've got an hour. Let it rip.
Yeah,
Open
come on, buddy.
invitation.
Let
Come
her
on.
eat.
Yeah. You got it, dude. Let's put it out there. I mean, Artie was making all the points I was trying to make to the Rhode Island. Those guys can't
Can
read,
anyone
apparently.
Find a way to reach out to Artie.
We got to find Artie.
Somebody's got to know Artie. We got to know Artie. I'm going to try to look back. Obviously, you can
Does
find
it,
this.
does it have his first and last name?
He did say his first and last name. It was a little.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get
You know,
there.
you got to go.
We'll
I'll
get
probably
there.
have to listen to it a couple times to get the correct spelling.
Get the forensic.
But we may. And so the best part is just his mic is currently cut off.
He's still going.
He's still going.
Still going. That might be a news clip of the day. I mean,
And at
that's
some point,
unbelievable.
hold on, let's see. At some point, they make him aware
That he's muted?
that he's muted.
No big deal.
The Artie keeps going.
He just keeps going. He's still going. Right now, they're all just blankly staring at him.
He doesn't need
This
amplification.
man, he's like Eminem in 8 Mile.
Yeah, dude. Turn the
Fuck,
beat off. I'm still
fuck that
going.
music. I'm gonna go a cappella.
Yeah, dude. He's acapella right now.
Mr. Chettos,
still-
you're no longer being recorded, and the people online can't hear you.
He's still going.
Hey, I can still hear him.
He's still going.
I love that this guy's
And
still going.
finally, eventually, it does come to an end, and he takes his papers and walks
Guy's
off.
a real American hero.
And then, that continued the whole board meeting. Like I said, you can do yourself a favor, and if you want to watch it, Mass DOT Board of Directors meeting July 17th, 2024. It's about 2 hours worth of stuff. There are things that are brought up other than the K cars. There's some just, mouth breather
Yep.
that basically goes up there asking for more bike lanes. Which
no, we need more.
that's exactly
Yeah.
what we need. That's exactly what we don't need, sir. Good day. So that
Hey,
happens.
sir.
And it's worth checking out. If you have any, fight in the fight for this, not even K cars. There's actually somebody up there, another gentleman, a few people after Artie, who goes up there and makes a valid point. He's like, "Oh, I run this group. It's 40,000 strong. It's like Massachusetts, whatever, automotive association, something." And he's like, "I've had thousands of people reach out to me with basically one thing. They are scared that you're going to do this to all their beloved
That's
cars."
what's going to happen. They're going to start banning cars from before 1950.
And
then,
that's-
then they're kicking a hornet's nest. I think they've kicked a hornet's nest with the Massachusetts K car thing, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
That was, Rhode
it's-
Island, there were like 30 of them.
Yeah.
Mass is a fucking load of
And
them.
it's
dude.
and not only I was, John and I thought about going there today. It was at 12 o'clock in the middle of Boston on a Wednesday, and I'm just like, well, shit.
Artie made it happen.
He did. Well, I think he's from Southie, but He might
Some
be
rando off.
Might be.
Ari was actually fixing the air conditioner in that room. He's like, yo, what?
Wait, you're shitting me.
Let's go.
So I was pleasantly surprised by the, for lack of a better term, nobody get offended. I don't care if you are, but the boomer level of gentlemen that showed up, because it wasn't just like, these dudes in New Balances protecting their Corvette. No, it's these dudes in New Balances protecting their K cars. And it just shows, hey, it's vast. You don't know who's behind that registration. Let them people fucking live. So that is my news for this week. Like I said, you can Google search that and follow along. It's on Vimeo. It's up there. It's obviously free. So go check that out if you're interested to hear the whole thing. Vimeo. This is government, man. I just, I don't know.
It's like the old poem. At first, they came for the K cars, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a K car.
I think it's because they put on YouTube, people can actually flag it as not constructive.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think you could do anything on Vimeo at all. Like
Nah,
you just
you
post.
just exist.
That's true. It's just there. It's just out in the ether. It's sort of like Twitter. It's like, it's me on Twitter. I just say things, and it just goes nowhere. It just goes nowhere.
Fired into the old universe.
So that is my news for this
news.
week.
I don't have anything too crazy, too long. Audi A4, as we currently know it, is dead.
Yay!
The fucking gong.
Hold on.
no,
So
hold
the
on, I got a
A4 is dead?
The A4 is dead as an internal combustion engine car.
Oh, God. Okay.
So Audi's even number cars will be electric. Its odd numbers cars will remain internal combustion.
So lame.
So the A4, as we know it,
Okay.
is
So then I'll
dead.
just put an I before it and a random number at the end,
Yeah, yeah,
so we can't identify anything.
Right.
Yeah.
But then put RS bumpers on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And with that being said, that Audi is no longer manufacturing coupes or convertibles. The A5 coupe variant, A5 convertible variant are going bye-bye. They are going to now become a four-door sedan. That four-door sedan variant will be what's in the U.S. Other places around the world will obviously get a wagon because they're cooler.
Yeah.
Those cars will be outfitted with a 2-liter 4-cylinders and 268 horsepower to all four wheels. And if you're looking for an S5 variant, it'll be a 3-liter V6, making 362 horsepower.
There you go.
Those are both via a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission.
Dual clutch. So are they're front wheel drive based then?
Must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, must be. The A5 and S5, like I said, it's going to be single body style only sedan. That's it.
Well, I consider they've been making the same car with the A5 4-door and the S5 or in the A4 4-door. I mean, it's smart.
My initial thought was, how do you make the A4 more boring? And that's exactly what it's just.
Yeah, but
like-
they're getting rid of the fake exhaust tips.
right.
I
Right.
read about that.
That's right.
Axing them. A5 is going to be arriving, the new version 2025 in spring, summer of
Can't wait.
2025. However, it seems like right now the only pricing we have is $49,000 in Germany, so we don't know what that's going to translate over to here over in the U.S.
Cheaper.
Yep.
Think they come out with a new R8
No.
EV, like an EV,
Oh, an EV thing?
hybrid or something
so
like that.
Audi has hinted at bringing both the TT and the R8 back exclusively as electric cars only.
Wow.
But there's been
So
nothing else supporting that besides
Just
Yeah,
rumors.
rumor
Yeah.
mill. And like, short of cool, different prices, but okay, you're going to take a 2-seater coupe and they're both EV. They'll both probably be pretty fast and full of torque. What's so special? Like, it's just like, yeah, cool.
Sad.
The
Hooray.
crazy thing is it says the A4 is expected to return later this decade.
Wow, dude.
So it's not even like a late 2025 release.
Right,
later in
right.
the
Later
decade.
this
Yeah.
Hey, don't
decade.
ask me about it. That's something I tell my kids.
Decade.
Yeah.
Can we go to Disneyland? Yeah, sometime this decade.
Yeah.
Sometime this decade.
That's a blow off.
Sometime in the next 6 years, this thing's going to
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What I do know
What do you know?
is that, I mean, your brother used to have the RS5. It was the coupe.
Yep.
The 4-door RS5.
Fancy.
My word. What a beautiful car.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. However, the 4-door S5, we'll see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like. The S5, I felt like the 5, well, they can't call it a 5 Series because it's BMW.
The 5 Series.
Yeah. Whatever it is. I like the size of it. It was cool. I think it was a good size. Didn't feel. I mean, even being in the coupe version of the RS5, didn't feel too cramped. That's in the back seat.
No, I thought the RS5 coupe was great. Great little car. Well, good luck to Audi.
Yeah.
BMW already jacked all those up, so
Yep.
you may as well too.
Yeah, I mean,
Competition's going mad. Why not go mad yourselves?
yeah. Well, speaking of competition,
They've
we
gone mad.
can go here. Let's see. Rival brands still have vehicles that do not have rear doors. They offer BMW offers a Z4, 4 Series Coupe convertible, and the 8 Series Coupe convertible. So
We get you covered, baby.
that's BMW. Mercedes offers the CLE Coupe in Cabriolet, the AMG GT Coupe, the SL, and the AMG GT
Yeah,
Roadster.
what's wrong with the two-door? Two-door's great.
Apparently, they are hard to sell.
Yeah, I get that. But shit,
That's
if you're
literally,
just
that's the
bombing around-
only citing for this is they are hard to sell. I don't
Lame.
know.
I wish my M5 was a two-door.
I mean, Volkswagen did it. They ditched the two-door GTI.
Yeah.
Made everything 4 doors.
yeah, lame.
Definitely lame.
What if there's people out there who don't have kids and they don't,
You're going to never use that back door.
you know what I mean? Like, you can't,
What about door pollution?
those people,
Yeah. What about?
what pollution in general
Doors idling.
I would like.
takes more
I
metal to
would like
make
to buy
4
a
doors.
2-door. Yeah, because my manufacturing. I'm trying to bring my manufacturing footprint down.
Yeah.
Your was your carbon footprint.
Yeah,
Carbon
that's why I
footprint.
got my M5.
Right.
That's true.
Sick and tired of stinking up the environment.
That's true.
Yep, getting green out here.
Yep. Greening it up one blast of speed at a
Just
time.
making sure Revival's hitting their EAG.
Technically, if we get there faster, we're using less gas.
Or EAG, whatever they are.
E- Something.
EA.
Oh, the DEI? No.
No, we already hit that.
No, that was pre-podcast.
Bunch of autistic guys.
Yeah, that was pre-podcast. We dove into that.
There's definitely no qualification here at all.
Zero.
There's also a ton of interior and exterior changes. We'll look at it later on down the road when they actually release something.
Yeah.
We won't see it for at least 6 years.
Nobody
No,
cares.
no, we did,
the
A5, S5.
Yeah.
So sometime in spring, summer 2025, when the photos come out, we'll look at them then.
Yeah.
Later
Revisit
Back
in
it.
in
the
a year,
decade.
Probably
year
still
from now.
still be sour about it.
Yeah.
Not a bit of I don't know, not really a news article
can't do
to get
another
into.
news. You
No,
know,
it's just YouTube stuff. Goodwood happened. Highly
Oh.
suggest watching a lot of that stuff
Oh.
because there's so many cool ass
The
vehicles.
timed runs. I watched the time runs.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a run.
Lotus hit the wall.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. So that was the manufactured non-time ones. I only saw the Lotus one.
Yeah.
I got to watch the other ones tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. A lot of real, and I'm not saying this specifically to hypercar. I mean, like a lot of hyper crazy cars. It
Yeah.
was super cool to see.
I always love the
That
guys.
Ford, the car.
Oh, the Dakar F Raptor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the guys in the beats that you're in every year.
Yep.
Like
Just
putting
out there
down like a
getting it.
56 second. You're like, that's not even fucking possible.
The one thing I did find, and I get it, like I get it to a certain extent, but the amount of people complaining of like this is dangerous,
Yeah, of course it's dangerous.
and it's like,
Wimps?
yeah,
Wait, people are complaining?
oh yeah, they're like, these cars are not when they first. It's with an English accent, terrible one.
Hello.
Cholio.
Paul needs to call it.
Basically, the guy was saying is like it's only grass between them. The cars that we're having now are different than the cars we had back then. It's just like
What do you mean? These-
no shit.
hit a hay
dude.
bale.
Like
What do you mean? This hay bale. Well, it stopped the Lotus.
Stop Pastrana
stop the Lotus pretty
That's-
quickly.
There you
at
go.
speed. Pastrana's going to win.
Yeah.
Also, the R32, the Calsonic car,
Yeah.
Yep.
put down a whipping on almost everything modern. I'm like, these guys get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A whooping. You needed like an electronic ultra car to beat it.
Yeah.
Still highly enjoyable to watch. A
Great.
lot of cool stuff flying up that thing as usual. And my other YouTube real quick is from one of our favorite channels out there, Haggerty. They put out the Lucid Air Sapphire drag race versus the Dodge Demon 170. Go watch it. It's sad, but it's good. at
Yeah, but the
same
Dodge
time.
Demon 170, but sounded great.
Yeah.
Sounds real good.
A little hubba dubba.
Yep. Sounds real good. So go check those things out. I did not put out the questions this week because I wasn't quite
We're not
sure.
taking any.
You know, and I like, you know, let's we're gonna pull away from the table with questions for a couple weeks. Let everybody
wow.
kind of really get
Oh,
their
wow.
thoughts together. Think of some good stuff when we put it out in the next little bit. We want some bangers. That's what we want.
Jordan mentioned they did put out the new night style video, "Slippery When Wet."
It is true. They did. Very good.
Deep
edit.
cut.
Dare I say edit? You know, the kids
Quality
call
was
them.
bad. I didn't watch it.
About a minute 50. Shot with a potato.
I think that might have been on purpose. I don't know. They using like a
It's like his mom filmed
RCA
it.
camera, like a fucking something.
No, that's not true. I did watch it. It's really cool.
Yeah,
Those guys are cool.
Really like that they filmed it like that.
it was enjoyable.
I really like that they filmed. Because what's his face? Stevie Worldwide. You know, the videos he filmed like that, they're really cool. It's a nice throwback. It's a nice throwback to like the
Handycam
Jordan's
days.
an artsy guy.
Yeah.
the BMX days, the skateboard days, like all that
Oh
stuff.
my God, VFX. What is it? VFX 1000, VFX 1100. The camera.
I heard a rumor that those guys street drift. VFX 1000.
VFX
right?
1000. Yeah, with the fisheye.
Love it. Yeah, Death Lens.
So I think that's it, right? Actually, I did want to mention this too. So, hey, you know what? Matter of fact, if you have questions, you can call our Google Voice number and you can leave a message. That's
Yeah, we're bringing it back, baby.
508-343-0368. And I'm going to say it again, 508-343-0368. You want to ask a question? Ask it on that. Maybe we'll answer it.
Yeah, see what we care.
Make
Also,
it good.
Also, shouts to the last guy for calling it. Because we checked them all, so they stunk, except for the last guy who literally called and was like, "I'm just seeing if you guys do this anymore." And that was like as our number ended.
And that was in 2022.
Yeah, so shout to you.
Big shouts.
2
big
months
shouts.
shy of 2 years.
Yeah. So I think that is it for us this week.
Another episode coming out later this week.
Yep, we'll drop another one in the next couple days. You'll see that. We did an interview with Anthony from Wolfscart,
Big hitter.
so you can hear that coming up in your ears in the next few days. That's all we got. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thanks, everybody in the chat, as always. Thank you very, very much to everybody in the B4B. Truly, I say it every time, it helps us a lot. Genuinely does. Working on some bigger projects for the next, probably that are going to take place over the next 3 to 4 months ish. So, look for some stuff for that. We are going to need your support in many, many ways for those things. So
Big things popping.
we'll keep pushing. You keep listening. Big shouts to Artie out there.
Later, guys. Check
And
out
listen,
the B4B.
Seriously, if anyone can contact Artie,
Yeah, get him in touch with us, please.
get
We can do
someone
some-
in touch with him.
Do some digging on Facebook. Like I said, 60 minutes of Artie. He's got open table.
Yeah, we'll find the man.
I'll buy Artie
we're
dinner.
gonna, we're gonna agree with everything this guy says, honestly. We got bus mechanics in the fleet.
Yeah,
It's true.
Some bus mechanics in.
It's true. He already went to battle once and won. He said it.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
right.
Guys, hey, winning record. 1-0.
he went out and let him
2-0.
know. Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Thank you guys for listening.
That's all we got. Peace out.